I should have waited to the coffee. I don't even subscribe to them no more. You know what I mean? I appreciate that you saying sorry. You don't have to though. I mean, it ain't like I gave a fuck about his ass. This was clickbait. Nah, he did die though. He died. What's today? Today, Tuesday. He died last week. On Wednesday night of like pneumonia or some shit. Dumbass. That's what the fuck you get, son. Bitch ass. I don't know who wrote like his obituary or whatever, but I think it's funny how like they mentioned his dogs and like his activities before they mentioned his wife and children. Like, who wrote this? Like, he likes spending time with his dogs and helping people. He was funny. I'm like, I ain't know any of that shit. I ain't seen the motherfucker since 1983, goddammit. Motherfucker went out to get a pack of cigarettes, was like, shit, I ain't going back to that house, he said. Fuck them bastards. I ain't even give a fuck, though. Like, growing up, it never really bothered me, because, like, I never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was 2 years old when he left my mom. And my brother, my little brother was just born. So, you know. So he was gone before, like, we could even really form a memory of his ass. Which is fine. Like, I guess that was probably for the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, why stick around and let us get to know you and then leave? You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be a little more fucked up. So at least he left when we was, like, still not of the age to really form memories yet. You know what I'm saying? But, and then I remember one time I got a call, like I don't know what the fuck we was doing. We was at my mom's house, me, my brother, and my mom. It was probably my other little brother too. He was just a baby at the time though. But I remember Oprah had did an interview with Michael Jackson that year. And it was like big as fuck. Like it was all over the news and shit. Like it was like the biggest shit ever. Oprah's gonna interview Michael Jackson at Wonderland or whatever the fuck. Like it was the biggest shit. So like we like watching that or whatever, and then like I guess somewhere in the news, like anyway, like so like my grandma, who she like lived across the street, she called over to the house and was like, "Yo, turn to channel 2 or 7 or whatever the fuck the news channel was at the time." And so it was like, what? She was like, basically she was like, our dad was getting arrested or arraigned. Like he was like having to show up in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? So that was really my first time seeing him, you know what I'm saying? Like live, you know what I mean? He was walking into the courtroom with his, you know, with the orange shit on, you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh my God, we look so much alike. What the fuck, dude? Like, I was just like, yeah, that's definitely him. They said his name and shit. He was like getting charged with like rape or some shit. I don't fucking know. From what I was told, the lady who charged him with rape was the one who bailed him out. I don't fucking know. I don't know. That's what I was told. I thought it was weird. Anyway, he's a fucking repeat criminal anyway. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I know he's been to jail a few times, and I'm not even 100% sure about that. But y'all could probably look him up, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't going to say what his name is. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't really, you know what I mean? So anyway, so today the family is having like like what do you call it? They call it like a celebration of life ceremony. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that motherfucker. Like, I don't know him. Like, he may as well be the fucking next door neighbor or some shit. Like, I don't know that motherfucker. He's a stranger to me. Like, literally, he never sent a Christmas card, a birthday card, never stopped by. You know what I'm saying? To see a player. Like, none of that shit. Never, nothing. Like, so. And make it so bad, like every time I would look for him, like throughout the years, just out of curiosity, just to be like, wonder what he's been up to. Every time I look, that motherfucker is within the city. Like that motherfucker is not even like 2-3 miles away from where I live. Like every time I look him up, I'm like, that motherfucker live in the city. Like we probably done ran into each other and shit. Probably done said accident, like, oh, hold on, you know, probably on accident. Didn't even know who each other was and shit. Like what the fuck? You know, I just thought that was weird. Like I was like, you'd think he'd be like far as fuck, but then too, like. Once I saw his Facebook picture, I was like, my brother found him on Facebook. So like we had a laugh at that because he was like his Facebook was lame as fuck. Like lame as fuck. Like, I mean, but he an old dude. So like of course it's lame. You know what I'm saying? He on there talking about look, I ran a line from the breaker box, and here's where it's going from the breaker box. Watch, you can see it goes from here over into here. I'm like, bruh, shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit whack as fuck. What the fuck? Like, he couldn't even, like, I don't know. Anyway, I ain't gonna shit on that. He an old dude. What do you expect? But, I don't know. So, anyway, so my brother, I was like, basically, I'll go if my brother want to go. Because I don't really want to go. Like, not out of no, like, it's just, I don't know him. I feel like I'm going to someone's funeral, or not a funeral, but like someone's celebration of life ceremony that I don't know. Like, I don't know this motherfucker. He just, like I said, he may as well be a rando. I'm only linked to him by blood. That is it. Like, we have no relationship. He's never given me anything. I've never, you know what I'm saying? Like, we never, just nothing, man. Like, he's a stranger to me. So, that's why I'm just like, it's kind of just inconvenient. Like, I'd rather just sort of fucking read this book. Like, I've been working on reading this book lately. Atheist Universe by your boy, David Mills, whatever. Anyway, I'm only on page 63. So that's what I'd rather be doing this evening. But instead, I was like, if my brother want to go, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? And so I hit him up like, so was you trying to go or? And he was like, I mean, I'll go if you go. I'm like, no, damn it. That was what I was going to say. I was going to say, I'll go if you want to go. I'm like, because I kind of don't want to go. You know, I don't know if I said that part, but I was like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to go, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? And so we both had a laugh about that or whatever. Then he was just like, I mean, he basically was just kind of like, yeah, you know. I'm like, all right. I mean, I'll go. Mostly just so I could see my other brothers who I haven't seen. Like, I found out that I had like another brother that I ain't know nothing about. I don't know if they're gonna be there, but assuming they are, that's the only reason I'm going. Is just to see, you know, my brothers that I never get to see and shit. You know, for one reason or the other. I mean, I feel like I ain't, you know, I don't know, like. I ain't got nothing. I don't know. I'm not like trying to form a relationship or nothing. Maybe I'm just showing up to be seen. Like, I'm his firstborn child. You know what I mean? He's got like me, my brother, my other brother Devin, my other brother, whatever the fuck his name is. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like 4, 5 of us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the first. And I haven't met. The only one I met is obviously my brother Chop. You know what I'm saying? And then my brother Devin. That's the only one. Like. So yeah, I think I've only seen a picture of the one other dude, you know what I'm saying? They young as fuck. Well, not young as fuck, but like, cause I think like Devin's in his 30s and the other dude, he probably like in his 20s. And if there's another dude, I don't know how old he is, shit. Lou, you always fucking something up. So like, I'm trying to roll a blunt to smoke. You know what I'm saying? I low key want to smoke on the way there and back. Goddamn. Cause oh man, like I don't even know. Like my mom don't want to go. She was like, she probably ain't welcome. She felt like that side of the family hold a grudge, which I thought was hilarious coming from her, who hold a grudge against them all these years. Like, pot kettle, mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have never had nothing nice to say about that side of the family. Like, I don't know that they've ever had anything negative to say about our side of the family. I'm sure they have, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, because only when I'm around them, obviously they ain't talking shit. They seem welcoming and loving and kind and all that shit, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like they've always been hospitable and kind to me, I mean, probably because they like whatever was going on between my mom and them is like ain't got nothing to do with the children, me, and the rest of us. So, maybe that's why I ain't. But I'm just saying, like, I know my mom, so I'm like, Mom, you are no one to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot talk shit about these people. They probably, I ain't gonna say that, but I'm just saying, like, you should just not be so judgmental. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this family, I understand, like, I don't know. She probably got her reasons, and maybe she ain't telling me because it's none of my damn business. So I don't fucking know. I just know what I don't know nothing, dog. All I know is I'm going to this goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of would rather not. I got an X pill. I should take that shit. Get fucking zooted, dog. Be in there high as fuck. High off of X and weed. Be in there just ready to zoom in, goddamn. This is bouncing off the walls. Oh, like wanting to be touched and carrying on. This parsley. Italian seasoning. This oregano. What you say? Wow, so you and your brother go. Man, we gonna go. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bring his girlfriend. Yeah, I mean, I should probably for like moral support. I don't fucking know. Even though I'm there, you know what I'm saying? But I be on other shit. I mean, look at this. I be on other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how religious that side of the family is, but I mean, I know they ain't fucking satanic. You know what I'm saying? I know they ain't Satanists. So. But if they was, that'd be fucking awesome. I'd be like, oh shit. You a Satanist too? Atheistic Satanists, of course. Like if they were actual like devil worshiping Satanists, I'd be like, all right, you're fucking weird. But like just like an atheistic Satanist, oh, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. But I know they're not gonna be. I'm gonna be the only one. My brother's not even a Satanist. He's not an anything. I don't know if he's an atheist or. I mean, I don't know. I know he don't go to church and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know he don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I don't know. I don't know what he believes. I just know my beliefs have switched, have changed over the years. I went from growing up, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, you know what I'm saying? So a Christian, basically. You know what I mean? And eventually, you know what I'm saying, I tried to like do it legit. Like every time I fucked up, I felt bad. Like I am misrepresenting Jehovah. I am not doing right by his name, you know what I'm saying? I got rid of all my comic books because they was all violent, you know what I'm saying? Just gratuitous violence. But at the time, it was just like by that time, I had Spawn comics, like Image comics, you know what I'm saying? So like, by this time, that was hard to get rid of. Ooh, because we had stopped, like at the time when I was in elementary school, we stopped getting like DC and Marvel. Like kind of did, but we started getting shit like Image. When Image came out, it was over. Like that's what's his name, Todd McFarlane or whatever his name is, the dude that drew Spawn or whatever. Like his artwork is just phenomenal. So like we just became fans of his. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah, we Image Comics and shit, threw all that shit away just because, you know, I'm trying to do right by God. Like my mom was like, if you wouldn't, would you show that to Jehovah? Would you show that to Jesus? Do you think if he saw, because I used to draw and shit, and I used to draw like a bunch of fucked up shit. I mean, obviously. And then, you know, she was like, would you show that to God? What would he say? And I'm like, yeah, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird because it's like, well, if he can see everything anyway, then he kind of already saw it. I didn't even have to show it to him. In fact, he's omniscient. So he already knew I was going to draw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already knew I was going to draw it. Man, me. But, and I still drew this shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, anywho, so I tried hard. And when motherfuckers in school found out that I was a Jehovah's Witness, this is like middle school. When folks found out I was Jehovah's Witness and I was actually trying to do right, not cussing and shit, motherfuckers couldn't believe it. They was like, you don't cuss or nothing. And these are Christians. Like, just couldn't believe that I'm actually like following the scripture. Like, I'm like, what? It didn't dawn on me at the time. It just occurred to me now that like these motherfuckers were Christians. You know what I'm saying? And they thought it was weird that me, I'm trying to live wholesomely. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to like just indulge in violence, just gratuitous violence for my pleasure and entertainment. So I stopped watching those kinds of movies, you know, comic books that were violent, which was pretty much the only ones worth buying. I stopped cussing and shit, like all that shit. And they couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I was getting bullied and shit like a motherfucker. I got bullied hard in middle school. Like it was rough. That was probably like my roughest time in school was middle school. High school was like, I mean, it sucked like the first 2 years, but then after that, I kind of established my persona, which is a persona that said, he's crazy. Leave that motherfucker alone. Like, and it worked, you know. So I kind of hated high school, but I dreaded middle school. Like I used to cry myself to sleep, terrified to go to school the next day. Like it was that fucking bad. And I'm praying and shit, praying. I'm like, why the fuck isn't he fucking helping me? Like, I'm trying here and shit. And this motherfucker keeps bullying me. Like bullying me, like we walking down the hallway and he just slapping me in the face. Bow, just over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I was a bitch ass, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting him do it. I'm embarrassed out the ass. You know, just in the middle, like we changed in classes. So like everybody in the hallway and shit. And he just pow. And I'm just like, fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thinking, like, why won't nobody help me and shit? Like, why won't nobody stand up for me? You know, and I'm praying about it and shit. No help. Like, this motherfucker just next day, you know what I'm saying? Yo, where my lunch money at? And all that shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, and I ain't had no fucking money. I remember having like $2 that my grandfather found on the ground. He was walking me to the bus stop. Found $2 on the ground, gave it to me, like, here's some lunch money for you. You know, I'm like, oh, good looking out, Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And then this motherfucker take it from me and shit. I felt, man, like, my grandfather gave me that $2, man, and he found that shit. Like, I was mad as fuck. Where the fuck was God there? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, anywho, it's not like that anger, like, led me away from God. I was still, like, on it and shit. In fact, I stopped going to the Kingdom Hall. I stopped because I felt like I was living a lifestyle that would bring shame to God. So I stopped, you know what I'm saying? But I still believed he was there. I still believed the teachings. I still believed the Bible, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then it just wasn't until I started asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Christians hate when you ask questions. God, they hate when you ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Because, they don't have answers. You know what I'm saying? They just have claims. You know, no answers to anything. Just claims. Claims. You know, no motherfucking answers to any fucking thing. That's why they hate when you ask them shit. Because you ask an atheist or shit, they probably have an answer. You know what I'm saying? At least one that they can back up with empirical fucking evidence, you know. And if they don't have the answer, then they just say, I don't fucking know. And neither fucking do you, you know. Don't be like, oh, well, God then, like that's not how it works, dumbass. Calm the fuck down with your fucking bullshit. Oh, we don't know how life started on Earth. Fairies. Life fairies. They're the ones who did it, What the fuck? How does that answer anything? All right, well then where the fuck did the fairies come from? Are they still around? Are these just Earth creating fairies? And then they have like fairies that do other shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, oh no, it's in their fairy book. See, in the fairy book, the fairies created the Earth. See, it says it right there in the book. And it's like, I don't give a fuck with that fucking so the book validates itself. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's that bullshit. That's like the motherfuckers in like the EPA and shit. Like the motherfuckers staff to work at the EPA are the motherfuckers who has all right, for instance, like they'll make the head of the EPA somebody who has a heavy investment in the oil industry. Like, motherfucker, you really think he gonna do any kind of oversight, motherfucker? Like, he got money tied up in the oil. He ain't about to regulate them. And he put there for a purpose. He put there for that reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Come on, like you can't use the thing to validate itself. Something else outside of the it has to validate it, It's like, the fuck. The Earth creating fairies did it because in their book it says they did. And like, well, a lot of people believe the fairy book. They believe it, like, so it must be real. Like, I mean, why would so many people believe something that ain't real? But bruh, what the fuck? Religious people are unhinged. Christians more so, though, only because those are the ones I have to be constantly in my face, inundated with your goddamn Christianity all fucking day. Jesus this, Jesus saves. Come to Jesus. Jesus loves you. It's like, get the fuck out of here. God damn, y'all the biggest cock-sucking simps for Jesus I've ever fucking seen. Like, Islam don't even ride that hard for Muhammad, goddamn. I'm like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers, Jesus did. Let me get my Jesus piece and shit. Motherfuckers don't even read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Don't even read the Bible. They read a scripture here, scripture here. Oh, yeah, I read it. Like, no, you didn't. That shit backwards. I don't see how any person who is opposed to slavery, I don't see how anybody who is opposed to slavery, especially if you come from a lineage of slaves, how the fuck you go like worship that God? What type of shit is that? Even if that God was real, like that's the one you go worship? Dumbass. Like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, motherfuckers just accept shit. That's why I had posted that question on my page, y'all, that said question all authority should be questioned. You know what I'm saying? And the overwhelming majority of respondents said, yup, abso-fucking-lutely, dude. Overwhelming majority. I'm like, all right, so then do you question the authority of your God, of your religion, of your pope, your preacher, bishop, pastor, father? Do you question either that authority, or you just like, yeah, they have authority over me? That makes sense. Why? You read the Bible one time, you probably automatically have more authority than your pastor. Motherfuckers don't read. These motherfuckers know what scriptures to excuse, which ones to not read, conveniently never ever touch upon. The whole time I was Jehovah's Witness, the whole time, never once. Out of all the times it was like, please turn to whatever's chapter, whatever scripture, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not one time did they ever come across like 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10, God damn it, and 11. Like, never did we come across the Ephesians chapter or the Leviticus chapters where they're like, slavery. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, never once did we come across those. That's why I'm like, either y'all don't read this shit or y'all have read it and you're just deliberately avoiding it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to like answer questions. You know what I'm saying? Not one time, dog. You know what I'm saying? My grandma had been doing that shit for years. My mom, years. My aunt, years. Not one time had they ever come across the slavery sanctioning scriptures. You know, the slavery instruction manual. Like they never came across those verses. Like, what the fuck? Or the ones that said, "Bitch, you're a woman. What are you doing without a head cover on?" I seen that shit. I was like, "What is this? Islam? What the fuck is this shit? Is it? Like, hold on, is this the Quran?" Nope, this is the holy fucking King James version of the Bible. And it said in there, like, women gotta be you gotta keep a head thing on, goddammit. And you ain't allowed to have your head shaved as a woman. It goes against God. Like, there's like, you gotta have long hair. It says it in the fucking Bible. Like, it's like, because if you don't have a hat on, it's like having your head shaved. And you ain't allowed to have your head shaved. Because fuck you if you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but a man, it's like, you don't cover your head. Do not do that shit. But the Jews are just the opposite, though. Like, the women don't have to cover their head, but the dudes do. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, what is it with the head? Like, then why did you create humans with with heads if you have such a problem with fucking what they do with them? It's so fucking weird, y'all. Like, that's how you know the shit is made the fuck up. All that shit is bullshit is made up by men just to validate the shit they was already doing when they was already treating women like property. So they was like, hey, put it in the Bible, dog. Women are property, you know. Like, look at the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments ain't shit. That is not nothing to live by. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first 4 commandments is just like, don't fuck with nobody else other than me. I'm God, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the other ones, like, and like, don't kill people or something. Don't steal or like be jealous or something. Like, oh no, it's like ridiculous. Like, I could have came up with 10 better fucking commandments than that. How about don't own people? How about that? You know what I'm saying? Don't invade another person's country and shit for bullshit reasons like oil. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Don't kill, don't murder, don't rape, you know. You can kill, but don't murder. You know what I'm saying? Don't rape. You know what I'm saying? Don't marry children. What the fuck are you doing? I can't believe I have to put this in the book. But don't fucking marry children. And don't fucking have sex with them either. That should go without saying, but I guess since I had to include don't marry them, don't fuck them. Women are equal people. They should be treated like every fucking one else. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? Oh, the man has to be in charge. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You know how many women I know are like holding it down with these buster ass bullshit, lazy ass bum ass dudes sitting at the house with no fucking job on PlayStation and shit. While she out working jobs, trying to go to school and shit. Like, hell nah. These women, some of these dudes is bitches, dog. These dudes is bitches. You know what I'm talking about? You already know, dog. Hell yeah, it was. You already know. What's up, Camille? Who's horror fandom? I mean, horror's all right. I'm not even that. I used to be a big horror movie fan, but now I'm not so much. Mostly because the shit don't be scaring me. Like, I want to be scared, you know? And it just be like, either you can see the jump scare coming, or it's just not scary. Like, or they try to focus too much on like gore or whatever. Like, psychological thrillers for me are some of like the best, you know what I mean? But then like those ones that just kind of play on like those primal fears of like just being in the dark, or you know, something in the closet or under the bed, you know, all that shit growing up. I used to just sort of like, you know, like Halloween, the original one from 1978, 78, 79. That shit fucking terrified me as a child. There was so many scenes in there that was just like, bruh, nope. No, sir. Not me, sir. I have to move the fuck out of Haddonfield. You understand what I'm talking about? These motherfuckers, oh, it's all right. I don't understand why Dr. Loomis wouldn't just be. I mean, I understood his point. He was like, if you tell the news or whatever, everybody will see him everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's true. But at the same time, wouldn't you rather be like safe than sorry? I mean, how many fucking people did Michael Myers kill in the first one? Because it was a couple people. Like, anyway. So I don't really be into horror movies. I don't really be into much entertainment at all. Like, I mostly just be like in the music, just because I like listening to it, and reading books, because there's so much to learn. There's so much to know. Every book I get is on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? They all political science or like atheist themed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. I had read not The God Delusion. God is Not Great by Christopher Hitchens. I read that. And then now I got this. I also read 50 Reasons People Give for Believing in a God. I read that book twice. That's so fucking good. It's by Guy P. Harrison. So fucking good. Like, twice. I already done read it. I'll probably read it a third time. It's just so fucking good. Like, so it like pretty much give every reason Christians or religious people give for why they believe in their shit. And he just kills every one of those reasons, like shoots each one of them down. I love it. Like, just with logic, reasoning, science. It's just such a good book. I be reading that book out loud outside on the porch and shit. Like, trying to piss off my Christian neighbors. But at the same time, like, I'm really trying to get them to wake the fuck up. All my neighbors are black, you know what I'm saying? And all you motherfuckers go to church. Nah, I don't know that. I know, like, the next door neighbor go to church. I don't know if she go to church, and I don't know if they across the street go to church. I don't think they do. Too fucking fat to go to church. You know what I'm saying? What up, y'all? What's up, horror fandom? Oh, he says I am horror fandom. Oh, what up, horror fandom? Bread fan. You know, Camille, I started to do bread. I thought I did it. Didn't I do it? I might not have. I started to do it, and then like I just couldn't get a good final draft, so I just ended up deleting it and shit. I probably have already done it though. Like if you go look in my playlist under my Metallica folder, peruse that folder. Like I might have already done it. I've done like a lot of Metallica songs. I've done a lot of Metallica, a lot of Slipknot, a lot of Cannibal Corpse, a lot of System of a Down. You know. Yeah. So what we got down here? How cool. What's up, Camille? Where's horror fandom? Horror fandom's right above you, at least in the comments. FFA number 1. What's that mean? Louis. Yeah, knock it the fuck off, bruh. I got my 2 blunts rolled. I'm so nervous. Oh my God, I'm so fucking nervous. Fuck, I don't even know why. I think it's just because I don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who's going to be there. And not that it matters, like, because I'm trying to think, what should I wear? You know what I'm saying? I could just go like this. I mean, this is what I wore to work. To make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really put any effort into being here. Like, I just came as is, you know? Because he's not that important. He's not worth it. Fit for an autopsy. I've done some Fit for an Autopsy. It's a band, brother. I know who Fit for an Autopsy is. I've done them. I don't think that I have their own folder, but they're probably in my kick-ass folder. Like when I did, because if I've done at least 3 songs by the same band, then I'll give them a folder, you know. But 2 songs or less, then they don't get a folder. Like, and then there's some that's like I've done who have a folder, but I hadn't put it in there yet. So you just have to like scroll through my shorts to find a video or whatever. That's, I don't know. Like, I be telling people about my playlist. I don't know how effective that is. Like, I don't know if people like want to go and find them shits. But like, that'd be cool if you did. Like, just go check out my playlists. It's like, damn, he got all kind of motherfuckers. Angel, got some Slayer and fucking Angel Maker, and fucking Alpha Wolf, you know, fucking Lorna Shore, fucking Goat Whore, goddamn. Like, I done did so many, man. Fuck. There's so many more to go. I was gonna do a song before I went live, called it's by this band called Vader. Yeah, Vader. I was gonna do a song by them. Anyway, I gotta get off here, man, because I gotta like start getting ready and shit. Because I want to do some more push-ups. I only did like, I mean, I did my 200 push-ups this morning, but I just want to do some more. You know, I'm so fucking nervous. Oh my god. I'm kind of excited to see my brothers, but at the same time, like, I already know after today, I'm not gonna keep up with them. Like, I'm not gonna fucking, and I know they live in the city, like, make it so bad, but we're not on the same page. Like, I'm on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, I like, and like, when I'm not doing YouTube videos and shit, like, I'm trying to become, I'm trying to be an activist for the causes that I'm passionate about, which means I have to be thoroughly educated on those things that I'm passionate about so that I know where to take the fight, how to fight, you know, what needs to be done, who I need to like link up with, so on and so forth. You know, but I just want to be somebody who like saw that shit was fucked up and tried to do everything he could to like make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really like my purpose in life. So when like motherfucking Christians be like, well, if you don't have no God, then what is your purpose in life? How you have a purpose? I'm like, motherfucker, we give ourselves the purpose. We don't need someone to give me the same purpose. But what is your purpose, to serve him? Like, yeah, what kind of purpose is that? Fuck out of here. Well, you do that then, you know. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to concentrate on the living, you know, on the people that I could actually see, you know, whose lives can materially be affected by what I do or don't do. You know, so like, that's what I'm trying to do. But right now, I'm in the education phase. So like, I'm just trying to like get really caught up. Well, not really so much caught up. I'm pretty much caught up on all the issues. And I've read 40 books on these issues in the last year, you know what I'm saying? And that's 40 books just on their own. Like, that's not even including all those, like, you know, like some of those 40 I had reread. Like, I read 2 times at least, you know. And it was like 4, 5, 6 books that I read twice, you know. But yeah, so like, there's just, so right now I'm in the learning phase. And I'm just educating myself on the shit, on all the shit, like whatever it is, like religion, you know, women's issues, the LGBTQ issues, you know, Black people issues, immigrant issues, just all the issues, you know what I'm saying, that affect the working class, because that's ultimately who I care about, the working class, the motherfuckers that, you know, like, it sickens me to see old people old enough to be my grandma, working at some bullshit ass job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're old, dog. Like, you should be able to just chill and relax. Like, you worked long enough, being like your life. Like, you worked enough. What the fuck? Like, why are you still working in your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s? Like, what the fuck? Because this country is savage. Like, this country is like, fuck you, old people. You want some money? Get your ass to work, motherfucker. Like, we're not giving you shit, you know. We'll give you something, but it ain't gonna be enough for you to survive on. So go see if Walmart's hiring for greeters or something. I don't fucking know. But get your old ass to work, Gramps. You know, it's like that's how this fucking country is. It's like it just does not value its old people, doesn't value its young people. I mean, you can see that just in the climate policies. Like they just don't give a fuck. Like there's children this and the children and blah, the children. You know, it's like y'all don't give a fuck about the children. Y'all fucking the planet up. Worse, like you don't even, and they know it. That's what makes it so bad. Like they know it, and they're like, well, I mean, so what? You know, it's like that's basically their reaction. They're just like, whatever. We're going off the cliff anyway, so fuck it. You know. Like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'm like, what do you mean, fuck it? Maybe you won't have to deal with it, but your children will. You know, they'll still be on this planet having to deal with climate change, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's already bad. It's not even like we have to wait for the shit. It's already happening. Like, we're already living through it. We're living in the infancy phase. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to get worse from here. You know what I'm saying? Like every year is like, oh, another record we broke. Every year is worse than the last year. Like, fuck y'all. What do you think this is? Like, we're already experiencing the effects of climate change. It's happening as we speak. Like, we're not all 10 years away. No, all the like horrible shit is like down the line, you know, in like 10, 15 years, like whatever, however many years they say it is, you could probably subtract that by like 30%, you know what I'm saying? If not higher. Because every time they're like, oh, we didn't expect this. Like, oh, this is worse than what we had calculated and all that shit. It's like, yeah, dog, like, so whatever it is, whatever they come up with now, it's probably, the reality is probably worse, you know? I'm like, so yeah, hey, y'all don't give a fuck about the kids. This is the kind of planet you're leaving for the children. And then God forbid we do anything about gun laws. Like, you ain't gonna do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll continue to see kids get shot up in schools and shot up in libraries and gay clubs and theaters and country music festivals and just outside, just marathons, like motherfuckers everywhere, goddammit. Like everywhere. Nowhere safe. Elementary school ain't safe, middle school ain't safe, high school ain't safe, college ain't safe, nowhere safe. Home ain't safe, work ain't safe, nowhere you can go to fuck around and just hang out is safe, nowhere safe. Like at any time, you know. And then like the laws that they do have, they're relaxing. Like, y'all don't give a fuck about the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. Now, y'all don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about the kids. You don't give a fuck about the country, the people in this country. You really don't even give a fuck about yourself. Like, you just give a fuck about like right now. Like you're having you balling out of control right now. You stunting like your daddy right now. And by the time you have to really deal with the horrible effects, you'll already be dead, dog. Like, what do you care? You know. Well, I'm just like, bro, we fucked. But anyway, so all that being said, it's like, I'm saying what I'm saying because I read this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading the empirical evidence. I'm not just like going or beholden to any YouTuber, no channel. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I do a lot of Hassan videos, you know what I'm saying? Because I like Hassan. Ideologically, I'm aligned with him. I'd say damn near 100%. You know what I'm saying? If not, maybe even a little more to the left than he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I'm not, you know, I like Vosh. You know what I'm saying? I like Hassan, obviously. I like David Pakman. I like Brian Tyler Cohen. I like the Midas Touch Network. I like the Pod Save America. But most of those motherfuckers ain't left enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Most of them motherfuckers are like, we like Biden. And it's like, fuck Biden, dog. And fuck all of them. Fuck everybody in there that make over $1 million a year. You can kiss my ass. Like, because we already know who you work for. There's nobody on the left in Washington, period. Like, I don't care what you say. There is nobody on the left in Washington at all. Like, and if they are there, then you don't matter. You just there in the fringes. You just there just to be like, I'm here, but there's nobody in the left. You know what I'm saying? Nancy Pelosi is not on the left. You smoking fucking the most purest crack if you think that bitch is on the left. If you think Nancy Pelosi is on the left, are you serious? Like, if you mean the left meaning just like to the left of fascism, Like, all right, well then I guess she's on the left. You know what I mean? But like, as far as like, bruh, fiscally, like she is a conservative. Period. Like she is an '80s Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know what to tell you. You know, what I mean, y'all remember like Jeff Flake? Y'all remember like Senator Jeff Flake? He was a Republican, but he was like one that could be malleable to the people. Like if enough people from his district was like, "Hey, bruh," he would be like, "All right, you right. Let me do it." No one else. Like I feel like he was. That's the kind of Republican that I feel like. I can't even say that. I can't even say Nancy Pelosi is that. Nancy Pelosi was just as bad as Dianne fucking Feinstein. Them bitches were like, man, fuck you peasants. Get away from me. Ew. You know, it's like that's how them bitches looked at the rest of us. But that's really how all of the Republicans look at the rest of us. And all of the left. Like, I mean, well, by the left, I mean everybody who is categorized as on the left in Washington, even though everyone there is on the right. Everyone, you got some motherfuckers that's on the conservative right, and then you got somebody and the motherfuckers that's on the far right, nutso Marjorie Taylor Greene right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, you got sensible Republicans who are the Nancy Pelosi's and the Chuck Schumers, and then you got the fucking psychopathic, fucking batshit, fucking what the fucks like Nancy Pelosi and fucking not Nancy, well, her too. I just can't help but just shit on Nancy Pelosi. Fuck Nancy Pelosi. Like, but anyway, but like all the motherfuckers on the right, like it's just varying degrees of rightness. You know what I'm saying? Is where we at right now. The Overton window, goddamn it, is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker would usually swing like this. That motherfucker went like ah. You know, like it just won't go back to the left. Like, what the fuck, man? Hell nah. What time is it? Let me get off here. I gotta get off here. I told my brother, because it's in Beaver Creek. So I told him, like, I'll pick him up at 5:45. That give me, like, because it take, like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to get to Beaver Creek. So we'll get there. Oh, man, I don't want to do that because I'm not trying to get there at 6. Because like the service, whatever they're gonna do, like the serious shit is over at 6, and then at 6 is when they like I said, when they start like telling stories about him or his life or whatever. You know, I want to come in toward the middle to the end of that. You know, because I don't really have no stories to share other than like, yeah, I was 2. And he was like, "Peace out, player." And I hadn't seen him since. You know, so I don't want to share that. You know what I mean? Just be there. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm not trying to say nothing, but I just want to see, just really want to see. Like, you know, I just want to see who all there. Be like, oh, shit. If it's anybody I recognize, be like, oh, look at you. You older now. You know, all that nonsense. Gives a fuck. Yeah, you're older. It's been years, of course. You're gonna get older. Look at me. I got all this fucking gray in my beard and shit. I ain't gonna lie. I be trying to like find them shits individually, like try to zap them motherfuckers. Fuck it, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got my blunts rolled up, coffee done brewing. I'm about to knock out like probably at least 100 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going like this, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm not changing clothes. If I do, I'm either going, if I don't wear this one, I'm going to wear the one that says, fuck your God, or the one that says, fuck America, or the one that says, Jesus is a cunt. I don't know. Like, or the one that says, Hail Satan, or the other one I got that says, Hail Satan, or the other one I got that says, Hail Satan. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know which shirt I want to wear. Or the one that says, like, I hate this fucking country. You know what I'm saying? Or the one I got that's like a bleeding inverted cross. Or the one that says God is dead. I don't know. I don't know which one to wear. So I figured I'll just go with this, whatever. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I'll just go with what I wore all day. Okay. Hell fucking Satan, you guys. Hell yeah, Jocelyn. Hell yeah, who's that? Vincent Smith in this beach. Vincent Smith. It says, wear the one you're wearing. I will. I am. I'm wearing my rings, though. You see, I ain't got them on. I don't even know why I took them off. Oh, fuck. Man, I was trying to make the bed and shit. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Go check out the videos I posted recently. Just like comment or something. And then like tell your mom. Like, yo, mom, check out this dude's video. Tell your mom, tell your pops. As long as they old, because you know I'm old. Well, I'm 40. Hold on. 41 or 2? 81 to 91 to 2001, 2011, 2021. I'm 42? Oh, shit. Wait, what? Oh, no. 2023. I ain't. Like, I'm 41, dog. Either way, I'm old. Whatever. Yeah, I'm 41 like the likes I got in this bitch. 40 fucking one. I'm going with that. I think I'll be 42 this December. 13th. I already know you asking. December 1? 13th. So December 13th, I'll be 42 with my old ass. That means I remember the time before the internet. I remember having beepers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hit me on the hip, on the page, you know what I mean? I remember that. I remember smoking weed out of fat ass Swishers. Now we smoke them out of cigarillos. I remember fucking payphones. Remember payphones? I ain't never had change. Anyway, all right, then, y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here. Hell saying, what's up, Isaiah? I see you. What's up, Jody? I see you, homies. You know what I'm saying? Mikhail. I didn't say what's up to Mikhail. You know what I mean? I'm just scrolling through, like, looking at y'all's comments. Like, oh, shit. There was a couple people here. Dylan, if you watch this, what's up, bro? Urban Uncensored Sports Talk. What's up, bro? Sorry about your dad. Chance, what's up, Chance? Nihilist, misanthropist. What's up? Random Ash. Dade, I adore your insights to everything. Oh, thanks, man. All right, I'm about to get out of here. Y'all check out my motherfucking shorts, man. Check them out. Or don't, whatever. All right, I'm out of y'all. Hail Satan. Hail Satan, motherfuckers.